Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to this has to be day number 1. Yes, day number 1, week 9, spring 2025, day number 1, week 9, spring 2025 of our journey. Day number 1, week 9, spring 2025 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight. It's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Let's begin. All right, so my name is Mr. Petit. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday the 3rd of March, 2025. The subject is, of course, mathematics. And we're just gonna be doing as to past paper questions. So we're just gonna be looking at random questions that and hopefully you should be able to answer them properly. Some of the topics we have done, I think most of the topics we have done, if not all. So you'll see how much of them we are ready to do. So let's begin with the first question. I want you to write this down inside your book, please. Again, write this down in your book for me. Okay, go ahead. Aiden Adderley, can you read the question for me, please? Write this down for me. Write down this question, by the way.
Traveling at 48 kilometers an hour, how far would a car travel in 5 hours?
Very good. And Torika, where's Torika? Torika, can you hear me? I can't hear from Torika. Liliana, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you read the question for me, please?
Traveling at 48
Kilometers
kilometers
per hour.
per hour. Well, how far would a car travel in 5 hours?
Very good. Alea, are you writing this down? Where's Alea? Alea, are you writing this down?
Yes.
Okay. Aiden Gray, are you writing this down? Aiden Gray, are you writing this down?
I am.
Good. Aiden Adley, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I want y'all to help me with this. How are we gonna answer this question?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask, are these PJC or BGCSE questions?
This one I got from I can't remember which paper I got this from. I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember which one I got this from. I just had a PowerPoint randomly there with some questions. And so I say, let me just, because they're grouped together. And so randomly, I just want to see how we do it. But this topic, speed, distance, and time, is tested on both exams. Because I remember we did this topic before, but I remember we did this topic before, but yeah. Let's see how we apply it. So traveling at 48 kilometers per hour, how far would a car travel in 5 hours? What y'all have for this one? Or how do you all think we're gonna do this?
I think we want to divide it.
You
No.
divide.
We're gonna use the formula.
Gonna use the
With
formula.
multiple
48 by
rate
5.
times.
Say it again.
We're gonna use the formula for distance.
Uh,
Oh, we were just doing this in class.
You draw the triangle
Distance equal rate times time.
Say it again. Distance equals.
Rate multiplied by times.
Very good. Very good. So we're gonna use that formula, right? Now I don't know if you all could remember, but
Pardon me, Mr. Petit.
yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I couldn't speak before, but I wanted to know if there was a slide before this.
Oh yes, that's just a topic. This is a topic. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
So the formula we use, was speed equals what? Distance over what?
Distance over time.
Distance over time. Very good.
Mr.
Okay.
Petit, I can do this and I can write the answer in the chat. I already know how to do this.
You already know how to do it? Okay, let me open up the chat
Me
then.
too.
Okay.
You say put odds in the chat, right?
All right.
Thank you.
So what we have to do here is we know that speed equals distance divided by time. Okay, speed equals distance divided by time. Time is distance over speed, and distance is what? Speed multiplied by time. Okay. And so what we're gonna do here is we know we have this formula, and the formula states that distance, okay, distance is going to be distance equals to, remember it's speed multiplied by time, so it's going to be speed multiplied by time. Okay, so class, what is the speed? What is the speed?
40
48
kilometers.
kilometers per hour.
Very good, 48 kilometers per hour. And what is the time?
5 hours
5 hours. And so it's going to be what? 48
times 5.
48 kilometers per hour. Kilometers per hour. Multiplied by what? The
5
time is what? 5
hours.
hours. Very good. 5 hours is going to be equal to. Okay, so what y'all got, by the way? What y'all got?
240 kilometers an hour.
240 kilometers.
40.
240
Kilometers.
Kilometers.
Per hour.
Very good. Very good. So we have 48. So we have 48 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 5. What is 5 times 8?
40.
40, put the 0 down, put the 4 above.
4 up.
5 times 4 is what?
20.
Plus 4?
24.
24. So the answer is what?
240.
240.
Kilometers.
Very good. So it's going to be 240 what?
Kilometers.
240
Kilometers.
kilometers per what?
Hour.
No. Remember, remember it's distance. It's just
It's
distance.
just not just kilometers.
So it's just gonna be what? Kilometers. 240 kilometers. Okay. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do it. So the first thing we do is we say, okay, distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. Then we say distance is equal to what? 48 kilometers times what? Times 5. We then multiply what? 5 times 8, which gives us what? 40. Put the 0 down. Put the 4 up. 5 times 4 is what? 20 plus 4 is 24, so it's going to be 240. And so that's our answer, 240 kilometers. Okay, do y'all understand that one? Let me know if y'all understand that, please. Let me know
Yes,
if
sir.
y'all
Yes,
understand.
sir.
Okay. Any volunteers to explain it? If you understand it, any volunteers to explain how we got 240?
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night. Any volunteers to explain this?
I think I can.
Go ahead.
I could. Oh,
Okay, the question states traveling at 48 kilometers per hour. How far would a car travel in 5 hours? First, you need to know the speed and the time. The speed is 48 kilometers per hour and the time is 5 hours. You multiply the speed by the time, and that's how you get 240 kilometers.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. Very good. Is there anyone who do not understand how I got 240? If you do not understand, let me know, please. If you do not understand how I got 240. We did questions like these before, haven't we? Where it was speed is equal to distance over time, time is equal to that formula, and then distance is speed multiplied by time. So we've done this before, so this is good. Any questions on this? Any questions on this? You said you did this as well?
Yes, I did this in class.
Okay, let's do another one. Well, not another one of this, but let's do another question. Say it again. I did teach y'all this. Yes, I did. All right, let's do another one. So, so this question says that we have let's say we have a bicycle. By the way, y'all finished with this first slide, right? Before I move on to the next one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Genesis, read this question for me.
me or Sweeting?
You.
Okay. A bicycle wheel has a diameter of 28 centimeters. Using pi equals 3, calculate the circumference of the wheel.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Petit, I might know how to do this.
Who's speaking?
Aiden, sir. Aiden Gray, sir.
Aiden Gray, you might know how to do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you know how to do it already, put your hands inside the chat. I would really like to see it. Alexavier. Where's Alexavier? Alexavier, can you hear me? Where's Alexavier? Alexavier, can you hear me? How about Alara? Alara Green, can you hear me? Where's Alara? Alara Green, can you hear me? Can't hear from Alara.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Alara, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I just don't
Read,
understand it.
read the question, please.
A bicycle's wheel has a diameter of 28 centimeters. Using
Pi.
Pi equals 3. Calculate the
Circumference
of the wheel.
Very good. And Amaya, do you know how to do this?
I think so.
Okay, let's try. What are we gonna do?
I can't remember the formula.
I can't remember the formula. Well, what formula you need?
To find the circumference of the wheel.
Yeah, what formula you need? Like, what's the name of the formula? Maybe I could help you.
Is it pi?
Is it pi? I want
C equals pi times I.
Really? Pi times what?
Diameter.
Pi times the diameter. That's a good one.
C equals pi times the number, which is 28 centimeters, times 2.
That's C equals 2 pi r.
Very good. So C is equal to, so
The
C is the what?
circumference.
C is the circumference, right? So C
Yes,
is
sir.
equal to what? 2
2
pi
pi r.
r.
So that would be C
Okay.
equals 2
Uh-huh.
times 3
So what is pi
times.
in this case? What's pi in
Pardon?
this? What is
3.
pi in this case? Pi is?
The 3.
Pi is 3. Okay. Because they told us right there that pi is 3, didn't
Yes,
they?
sir.
And then what is the r?
R is the radius, so that's half of the diameter.
Very good. R is the radius, and the radius is half of the diameter. So
Which
the
is
radius,
14.
yeah, the radius is 28, right? 28 divided by what?
2.
Divided by 2, which gives us what?
14.
What is 20, 20, what is 28 divided by 2?
14.
That's right, 14. Very good. And so it's gonna be 1, 4, 14. So R is equal to 28 divided by 2, which is 14. Okay. Next, we have C is equal to
C is equal to 2 times 3.
Times 3.
times 3, because
And
3
4.
is the
The pi.
3 is pi, yeah, times R. What is R?
14.
R is 14. Very good. Okay, so it's gonna be times 14. And so we're gonna multiply what? 2 times 3, which gives
2
us what?
times 3 is 6.
2 times 3 is
6.
6. Very good. And 6 times 14
Is 84.
times 14. So C is gonna be equal to 6 times 14. 14 here. What is 6 times 4?
84.
6 times 4.
It's 24.
Put the 4 down. Put the
Carry
what?
the 2.
2 above. 6 times 1 is what?
6.
Plus 2?
8.
8. Very good. So it's gonna be what? 84.
84 centimeters.
Yeah, 84 centimeters squared.
Is it?
I'm asking.
I'm not
Yes, sir.
sure.
Yes, sir.
It's centimeters squared.
Yes, sir. No,
Right.
sir.
Is it centimeters or centimeters squared?
Centimeters.
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 Why you say
Just
that?
centimeters.
Why you say that?
Because like for the answer, they already put like the centimeters.
Very good. They give it away in the answer. But what's the real reason? Well, how you know it's centimeters and not centimeters squared?
Because not P, 3 isn't squared, I think.
Yeah, because 3 isn't squared. That's a good point. But also because we're dealing with circumference. Circumference is just distance. We're not dealing with area. Did they ask us for the area? Class, did they ask us for the area?
No, sir.
No, they did not
No,
ask us
sir.
for the area. So since they didn't ask us for the area, they just asked us for the circumference. And so that means that we're just gonna have a one-dimensional unit, which is gonna be centimeters. So the answer is gonna be what? 84, what? 84 centimeters. Very good.
Mr. Petit,
Uh-huh.
good night.
Good night.
I still on the road. I was trying to follow. Oh no, see, you just answered my question. I was gonna ask what the R stand for.
Okay, yeah. No
Yes,
problem.
sir, thank you.
Okay, so quick recap. What did we do? Well, first, we have defined the radius. The radius is what? 28 divided by 2. 28 divided by 2 is going to be what? 14. We say 2 into 28, that's 14. Then we say, we know that pi is what? Pi is 3, so the circumference is 2 pi r. That's the formula. That's the formula. We know that pi is 3, so it's going to be 2 times 3, which is what? 6, and then 6 times 14 is 84, and that's how we get 84. Someone hand is up. Trayvon Monka, your hand is up. Trayvon Monka, can you hear me? Okay. Anaya Butler, do you understand this? Anaya?
Yes, sir.
Annuel, do you understand this? Where's Annuel? Annuel, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ariana, do you understand this? Where's Ariana?
Right here, yes, sir.
Explain how we got 84, please. Go ahead, Ariana. Explain how we got 84.
We got 84
Mhm.
by okay, so the circumference originally was 2 pi. The pi represents 3, so that would be 2 times 3 times 14. And then we times 2 and 3, which made 6, and then we kept the r, which would be 14, and then we times 6 by 14, which is 84.
Where do we get the 14 from?
The radius is 14.
Okay, and how do we get the radius?
Because 28 is divided by 2.
Very good. The radius
And
is
the 20
Go ahead.
there's yes.
The radius is half of diameter, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. Class, do y'all understand how I got this or no? Y'all don't understand.
I'm kind of
Yes,
still trying to
sir.
figure it
I
out.
understand.
Okay.
Understand.
Is there anyone who do not understand this? Is there anyone who do not understand this? Is there anyone who do not understand this?
Partially. Could you re-explain it one more time, please?
Okay. So first of all, we have to use the formula. By the way, the class, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Not only this, but also the first slide. So take a picture of the first 2 slides, please. All right, again, take a picture of the first 2 slides, please. All right. Again, take a picture of the
Can you go
first
back to the previous slide? I came late.
Who's that speaking? Aiden? Okay, I can.
Aiden Deal, yes, sir.
Okay, so the previous slide was this one. Quickly take a screenshot of
Thank
this.
you.
All right.
Okay, I took a screenshot.
Okay. All right. All right. So what's her name? Genesis.
Me or Sweeting?
You. So the formula for circumference is 2 pi r, right? 2 pi r. And so that's a formula you just have to remember. So this is the circumference of the circle because we're trying to find the circumference of the wheel, which is a circle. Now, the diameter is 14. How do we get 14, Genesis?
We divided 2 by 28.
We divided what?
28 by 2.
We divided 28 by 2 and to get what?
14.
14, very good. Next, what do we do to get 84? What do we do?
We said 6 times 14 is 84.
But what we did before that, we do 2 times 3, which gives us what?
6.
Very good. Then we do 6 times 14, which gives us the
84.
84. Very good. All right, good. And that's how we
Oh.
got that. You understand or no?
I think so. I think I
Okay.
get you.
Okay, good. That's how we end up finding the circumference of the wheel given this diameter. Okay. So let me do I need another example of this or y'all understand this? Do we need to do another example?
D, can you do
Yes,
this
we
one more
do.
example, please?
Understand.
Another example. Okay, let's do another example. Let's do another example. So for us to do another example, let's say that instead of the circumference being 28, let's say that the circumference, let's say the diameter was not 28, but let's say the diameter was so a diameter of, let's say a diameter of 36. Okay. So class, if the diameter was 36, how would we go ahead and answer this question? What we'll do? So we still have the circumference. Okay, so the circumference.
We writing this?
Yes, you're writing this down. So we still have the circumference, which equals to what? What's the formula for the circumference, class?
2 pi r.
2 pi r, right? 2 pi r. Again, class, I'm not only talking to two persons. What's the formula for circumference?
2 pi r.
2 pi r.
2 pi r.
Pi r.
Very good. What is r? R is the
Radius.
radius. What is the radius? What is the radius?
Half of the diameter.
Very good. So it's going to be 36 divided by what?
2 divided by 2.
Divided by 2. Very good. And so what we have to do is we have to divide them, right? So how many times does 2 go into 36?
16 times.
All right. You can say 16. So 2 goes into 3 how many times? Once. 2 times 1 is 2 minus 3 minus 2 is
1.
Bring this down. How many times does 2 go into 16?
18.
8 times. 2 times 8 as well.
16.
16. So what is half of 36?
18.
18. Very good. And so what that means is that the circumference is going to be what? 2 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 3 because pi is
3.
Pi is 3. Is pi always 3 or pi could be 3.14? Or pi could
3.14 sometimes.
yeah, pi could be 3, 3.14. It can even be 22 over 7, depending on the question. So what is pi? Pi is going to be what? 3. Okay. And r is what?
18.
18. Very good. And so we multiply what? 2 times 3, which gives us what?
6.
6. And we do 6 times what?
18.
18. And 6 times 18, what do we get with that? 6 times 18. All right. 6 times 8
It's
is
108.
108.
108. Y'all get 108. 6 times 8 is what? What is 6 times 8? What is 6 times 8?
48.
48. Put the 8 down. Put the what? 4 above. 6 times 1 is what?
6.
6 plus 4?
10.
10. Very good. So the answer is going to be what? 108. 108. And so it's going to be 108 what? Centimeters, right? Centimeters. So the answer is going to be 108 centimeters. Class, do you all understand how I got the circumference of this wheel?
Yes,
Let me
sir.
know if you all understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm only hearing from a few of you. The rest of you, do you understand how we got the circumference of the wheel?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
Alexavier? Where's Alexavier? Where's Alexavier? I can't hear from Alexavier. Alexavier, can you hear me? Can't hear from him. Aiden Deal, do you understand how I got this?
yes, sir. I understand now.
Okay. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Karen Johnson, do you understand this? Karen Johnson.
Yes, sir.
And Carmelo Fernando, do you understand this? Carmelo Fernando, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how I got 108?
Yes, sir.
And Shanae, you understand this? Shanae. Shanae, do you understand how I got 108? Where's Shanae? I can't hear from Shanae. The rest of us, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Charlitha, do you understand this? Charlitha.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And so microphone. Okay. All right. Okay, good. Shavarian, explain how I got 108. What did I do? Shavarian? Where's Shavarian? I can't have it from Shavarian. Shavarian, can you hear me? Where's Shavarian? That's not good. Courtney Raming, where's Courtney?
Alright, yeah.
Go ahead and explain how I got 108.
Alright, so so first you times 2 by 3 and then that by 18. And 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 18 is 108.
Okay. Wait, you have to start with the formula.
Alright, so the formula is the radius, then the
Do you even
Yeah,
understand how to do this?
I trying to. I think I get the hang of it now that we get more examples.
What's the formula for the circumference?
Alright, the formula for the circumference. That's what I'm trying to understand.
Okay, so the formula for the circumference is what? 2 times pi times r, right?
Okay, so 2 times pi times r.
Good. What is pi in this question?
Pi is 3.
Pi is 3. And what is r in this question?
R is 32.
No. The diameter is 36. What is r?
R is 18.
How do we get 18?
32 divided by
36.
36 divided by 2.
Good. Because the diameter, the radius is half of the diameter. That's why we divide by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So we got 18. So we have 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 18 gives us
6 times 18 is 108.
108. Very good. Some of you are not sending in your work via WhatsApp. So I need everyone to take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp, please. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Shavarian, can you hear me? Where's Shavarian? And Joseph Kalma, where's Joseph Kalma? Joseph Kalma, can you hear me? Joseph Kalma, can you hear me? Where's Joseph? Can't hear from Joseph. Cleveland, can you hear me? Where's Cleveland?
Yes, sir.
Good. I'm going to move on to the next question. Write this down for me, please. Go ahead, Cleveland, and read this question for me.
Number 3, the price of a cell phone is $700 plus VAT of 10%. Calculate the total cost of the phone.
Very good. Cleveland.
I might as well just buy myself a gaming setup with that.
Debria. Where's Debria DeVoe?
Yes, sir.
Read the question for me, please. The price of a cell phone.
You can hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, I can.
The price of a cell phone is $700 plus VAT of 10%. Calculate the total cost of the phone.
Very good. And the mayor Ford, where's the mayor?
Yes, sir.
Can you read the question for me?
The price of a cell phone is $700 plus VAT of 10%. Calculate the total cost of the phone.
The mayor, do you know how to do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Class, do y'all know how to do this? Let me know if y'all know how to do this, please. Anyone can
Yes,
answer.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
700 plus 10%.
Okay. Okay, so who all know how to do this? Let me know if y'all know how to do this.
Me.
I do.
Okay. Okay, if you know how to do it, tell me your answer. If you know how to do it. What your answer is? You all have your answer yet?
770.
$770.
$770. Anyone else? If you know how to do it, tell me
Yeah,
what your answer is, please.
$770.
Anyone else? If you know how to do it.
770. Yeah.
Or put it inside the chat. Okay. What it is?
770.
770. Okay. All right. So what's the first thing we have to do? We have to find what is the what. We already know what the price of the phone. We need to know what is the what.
The price of the 10%?
The VAT. Very good. The VAT. Right. So how would we calculate VAT? So we have VAT. Okay. We have VAT. And VAT is going to be equal to what?
10 over 100.
10%. Right. What is 10% written as a fraction?
10 over 100.
10 over 100. Very good. 10 over 100. 10 over 100. Multiplied by what?
700 over 1.
Very good. Multiplied by 700 over 1. So 700 over 1. All right. Okay, this is easy. Because all we need to do is what? Cancel what? This
The
zero
zeros.
with that 0. Then what? This 0 with that 0. You understand that? And so we're going to be left with what? It's going to be equal to what? 10 over what?
70 over 1.
10 over 1, right? 10 over 1 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 7 over 1, right? Okay. And we just multiply. What is 10 times 7? What is 1 times 7?
70.
It's going to be what? 70. Okay. And what is 1 times 1? That's going to be what?
1.
1. And 70 over 1 is what? 70. All right. So what that means is that the VAT is 70. So that means that's our final answer, right?
No.
No. What do we have to do?
Add 70 with 7. I mean 70 is 700. Oh my
Very
gosh.
good. So we so the total cost, total means to do what? If you're trying to find the total means to do what?
Add.
Total means to
Add.
right? So we're gonna add. So the total cost. Okay, the total cost is gonna be equal to $700 plus what?
70.
Plus 70. 70 what? Dollars. That equals to what?
$770.
Very good. $770. All right, so our answer is 770. How many persons got that before? I got it here.
I did.
I did this one.
Excellent. Who will understand how I got 770? Let me know, please, if you understand this. How
I
got
do.
I do. I understand.
You know.
Must we take don't answer me yes or no? I do.
Something like that. Not totally. Some of these we've seen before, others we haven't.
Okay.
I only hear the same 4 persons over and over again. How many persons understand how I got this?
I do. I do.
I do.
I do.
Okay, good.
Too much to take.
Go ahead, Joseph.
How do you get 700 when you ordered 70 to it?
Very good, because very good question, because they say that the price of a cell phone is $700. So that's where I got it from. The $700 comes from the question. You understand? You understand me?
Yes, sir.
So this is the $700, and then this is the VAT. That makes sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Anyone have any questions? Let me know if you have any questions so far. Any questions? Let me know if you have any questions before I move on to something else. All right. Aiden Bean, where's Aiden Bean?
Yes, sir.
Have you already sent me this already?
I'm sending now.
The rest of you, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need you to send that for me quickly. Alea, have you already sent this to me via WhatsApp? Alea, have you already sent this to me?
No.
Take a picture of it and
No,
send it to me, Alea. Take a picture of it and send it to me.
Where's the restroom, please?
The rest of you, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Amia, have you sent this already? Where's Amia?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Amia, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, yes?
I've sent it already.
May you run to the bathroom, please?
Yes, we can, quickly. All right. Where are we? Debria. Daxia Smith, where's Daxia Smith? Daxia Smith,
Yes, sir.
do you understand how I got this answer?
Yes, sir.
Explain how I got it, please. What did I do? What did I do, Daxia? Where is she? Daxia, I can't hear you. Daxia Smith, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You set up the percentage over 100 and the price over 1.
Okay. What did I do after that?
You take out the zeros from 100 and 700.
Mm-hmm.
Leaves you with 10 over 1 and 7 over 1.
Mm-hmm.
Multiply 10 times 7 is 70. And you add 700 plus 70, that gives you 770.
Okay. So why do we add it? Why do we just leave it at 70?
Because that's not the total cost.
Very good. That's not the that's not the total loss. Very good. Very good. All right, excellent. All right. So take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp, and then we can move on. Ajani, where's Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me? Where's Ajani? Where's Ajani? Ajani, can you hear me? I can't hear from Ajani. Ajani, can you hear me? I really can't hear from Ajani. Let's move on to. Okay. Daniel Johnson, where's Daniel Johnson? Can you hear me, Daniel? Daniel Johnson, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, read number 4 for me, please.
Tony has a 20-pound bag of potatoes. Given that 5 pounds equals 2.2 kg, express the weight of the bag in kilograms.
Okay. Thank you. Daniel, are you writing this down in your book?
Yes, sir. I just joined, you see, so I kind of late, but I get my book, my pen to write it.
Yes, you have to write this down in your book, Daniel. Danaj Moss, where's Danaj?
Yes, sir.
Read this question for me.
Tony has a 20-pound bag of potatoes. Given that 5 pounds equals 2.2 kg, express the weight of the bag in kilograms.
Very good. And Durante Smith, read this question for me, please.
Tony has a 20-pound bag.
You have to speak into the mic. You have to speak into the mic.
Tony has a 20-pound bag of potatoes. Given that 5 pounds equal 2.2 kg, express the weight of the bag in kilograms.
Very good. How many persons believe that they know how to do this? Members believe that they know how to do this.
Me.
Me.
Who was me?
I think I can.
Genesis. Who else believe that they know how to do this?
I believe I know how to do it.
Michael.
Me.
Samaya. Okay, Samaya. How? By the way, if you think you know how to do it, put your hands inside the chat. Samaya, how you think we're gonna do this?
You mean Shamia?
Shamia, sorry.
Okay, so all you have to do is times the 2.2 times times 5.
That's it. Just multiply it by 5. Okay,
Yeah, so
that's it. Okay. Anyone else want to try?
Yes, sir. Divide 20 by 5, which will give you 4, and then times that 4 by 2.2 kg.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Say it again, Genesis.
Divide 20 pounds by 5, and then that'll be 4, and then times that by 2.2 to get your total.
Okay. Anyone else want to try? Okay. So the first thing we want to do is, by the way, what your answers? Your final answers?
8.8 kilograms.
8.8.
8.8 kilograms.
8.8, 8.8. Okay, Ivory got 8.8. Ivory, who else? Ralph, Mike, Micaiah, Rodrigo, not Rodrigo. Yeah, that's just those. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we want to the first thing I would do is I would take 2.2 and divide it by 5. The reason why I would do that is because I'm trying to figure out what is 1 pound. Okay, so if you look carefully, 1 pound is going to be, because what do we know? We know that 5 pounds is how many? Is how much?
2.2 kilograms.
Very good. 5 pounds is 2.2 kilograms. So 5 pounds is 2.2 kilograms, right? Then if we just divide that by 5, that'll give us 0.44 kilograms, okay? And so we have 2.2 divided by 5. That's going to give us what is 1 pound. Sorry, what 1 pound equals to in kilograms. So the first thing we need to do, we need to figure out what is 1 pound in kilograms. We know that 5 pounds is equal to 2.2 kilograms, but what is 1 pound in kilograms? So we say, okay, let's divide this into equal parts. 2.2 divided by 5. Again, class, what is 2.2 divided by 5? That gives us what? What is 2.2 divided? That gives us what?
0.44 kilograms.
Very good.
0.44 kilograms.
0.44 kilograms. Very good. Okay. Then once we know what is 1 pound equal to, now we could just multiply it by 20 to figure out what 20 pounds is in kilograms. So 20 times 0.44. When I multiplied, I got 8.8. Did anyone else got 8.8? When I multiplied, I got 8.8.
I did.
Got 8.8. Very good.
I did.
I didn't exactly use the same method.
Okay. So multiplied by 8. So what we do here is we say 8 times 4. What is 8 times 4? That's going to be what? What is 8 times 4?
32.
8 times 4 is going to be 32. Put the 2 down. Put the 3 up. What is 8 times 4 again? 32. 32 plus 3 is what?
35.
32.
35.
Wait, what am I doing? 8 times 4 is 32, yes. 8 times 4. No, why am I multiplying it by 8? I'm supposed to be multiplying it by 20. I'm sorry. All right, so 0.44 multiplied by 20. I don't know why I was multiplying it by 8. Okay. My hand is not right. So we're gonna multiply by 20. That means we're gonna do double digit. So multiply this by 20. Zero times 4 is what? 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. Put the 0 down. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 0 is 0. We add that. So it's going to be 0, 8, 8, right? We bring this over twice. 1, 2. This is going to be right here. And so it's going to be 8.8. And it's going to be 8.8 kilograms. 8.8 kilograms. All right. Any questions on how I got 8.8? Let me know if y'all understand that, please. Any questions so far on how I got 8.8?
I understand it, but I feel like I ain't really,
You don't really get
it
it?
ain't really clicking to me.
Okay, so the first thing I did, Cyan, is that I had to find what is 1 pound. So basically all I did was two things. I divide and multiply. So in order to find what is 1 pound, I say 2.2 divided by 5. And that gives me 0.44. But then I had to find 20 pounds. And 20 pounds is going to be 20 times the answer I got from the first one. And 20 times 0.44 is 8.8. Okay, does that make sense? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, go ahead.
If the way that I was trying to do it, would they mark that wrong?
No.
Okay, yes, sir.
Good. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the next question. By the way, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Moving right along to question number, I think we have question number 5. This is a good question now. Okay, again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Okay. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. All right. All right, good. Let's move on to the next one. So we have this question. So go ahead. What's her name? Destiny Taylor. Where's Destiny Taylor?
Yes, sir.
Read the question for me, please. There are
630 students in a school. The ratio of boys to girls is 2:5.
2 to 5.
2:5. Calculate the number of girls in the school.
Good. Destiny Johnson, read the question for me, please.
There are 360 students in a school. The ratio of boys to girls is 2:5. Calculate the number of girls in the school.
Thank you. And Devani Knowles. Devana Knowles? What? Devana Knowles. I can't have Devana. Dexter Hannah? Where's Dexter Hannah? Dexter Hannah? Can you hear me, Dexter? Can't have him, Dexter. Elknick Lloyd?
Excuse me, Mr. Pretty.
Go ahead.
May I use the restroom, please?
Yes, you can. Elknick Lloyd? Where's that Elknick?
Yes, sir.
Can you read the question?
There are 630 students in a school. The ratio of boys to girls is 2 to 5. Calculate the number of girls in the school.
Good. And Ethan Adley, can you read the question? Ethan Adley, where's Ethan Adley? Ethan Adley and what's his name? Genesis, read the question.
Yes, so you were calling me?
Yes, Ethan Adley.
So what you want me to read?
Read this question on the screen.
There's 630 students in a school. The ratio of boys to girls is 2 to 5. Calculate the number of girls in the school.
Very good. All right, how many persons think they know how to do this question?
I think
I think I
can.
We saw this before.
I can.
Okay, good.
I can.
How to do it? What are we gonna do?
Find one equal part.
Mm-hmm. And then do what?
Then multiply the ratio of the boys and the girls together. I mean, calculate the number of girls. You gotta multiply the ratio of 5 by the 1 part.
Okay. So we have to figure out what is 1 equal part. Anyone have an answer already? Anyone have an answer already? Does anyone have an answer already for this?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
450 girls.
450. Anyone else?
I have
450.
450.
I have 450 also.
Okay. All right. So the first thing, for some of you, you were here when we did this. So 1 equal part. So 1. So first thing we have to do is find out what is 1 equal part. 1 equal part. So 1 equal part is gonna be equal to what?
7. Oh, 90.
So what do we have to do? We have to take 630, right?
And divided by
This
7.
whole thing, 630. And divided by the
7.
sum, 7. And divided by the sum of what? 2 and 5. Yeah, we have to divide it by that. So it's going to be 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5.
Equal 7.
Right? And so it's going to be equal to 630. So 630. Divided by 2 plus 5 is 7. And so we say 7 into 630, that goes what? How many times does 7 go into?
90 times.
How many times does 7 go into 630?
The answer is 90.
times.
So 630, 630. 7 goes into 63, how many times?
9 times.
7 times 9 is what?
63.
63, very good. And 63 minus 63 is?
0.
0. Right now under 0. How many times does 7 go into 0?
0 times.
0 times. 7 times 0 is what?
0.
0, very good. Zero minus 0 is 0. All right. And so that means that 1 equal part is equal to
90.
90. But they want the number of girls in the school. Have we figured out what the number of girls in the school is yet?
Yes,
Have
sir.
Have we figured the number of girls in the school?
Yes, sir.
I mean, as yet on on the board. Do I know the number of girls yet?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
What is the number of equal parts for girls?
5.
5 or 2?
5.
Very good. Let me ask the question again. What is the number of equal parts for girls?
5.
5.
5.
5 respectively.
5. Very good. 5. So that means that the 2 is for the what? It's for the
Boys.
boys. Very good. The 2 is for the boys. Okay. And the
There
5
are
is for
100 boys.
and the 5 is for the 5 is for
Girls.
the girls.
Girls.
Very good. The 5 is for the girls. And so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna say 90 multiplied by what?
5.
5 by 5.
5.
Very good. And what is 90 times 5? That's gonna be what?
450.
So 90 times 5. We have 5 multiplied by 0, which is what? 0.
0.
And 5 multiplied by 9 is gonna be what?
45.
45. Very good. And so that means that the number of girls is gonna be 400 and
50.
50. Very good. 450. So I got 450 girls. What did y'all get?
450.
150.
450.
I still writing.
Very good. Girls. All right, good. Class, do you all understand how I got 450? Let me know, please, if you understand how I got
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
450.
Could you explain it one more time,
Yes,
please?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Who do not
Repeat it.
understand?
Surprise, don't do. I'm surprised you don't do.
Laura.
You surprised I didn't do what?
Question B with the boys.
With the boys, okay. Who do not understand how I got this? Who do not understand how I got this?
Me.
Okay, Alora, only Alora. Anyone else do not understand how I got 450? By the way, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Ethan, where's Ethan? Not Ethan Adderley, there's another Ethan. I think Ethan Smith, I think that's, or Ethan Joseph.
Yes, sir.
Ethan Smith, that's Ethan Smith.
Yes, sir.
Ethan, do you understand how I got 450?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you sent me the notes as yet?
No, sir. Not that.
You need to send the notes, Ethan. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Francesca, where's Francesca? Francesca? Francesca, can you hear me? Where's Francesca? Can I from Francesca? Travanti, where's Travanti? Travanti, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how I got 450 girls?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How did I get that 450? Laura, please pay attention. She's gonna explain it. Go ahead. Go ahead, explain how I got 450 girls. Go ahead, Travanti. I can't hear from Travanti. Anyone want to explain it for Laura?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Genesis.
So the ratio tells us how many portions is for each group. And so we trying to find out the girls, which is the part 5, and it's respectively. I mean, it don't say it there, but we know it's respectively. So it's in order. And then the first thing we did is we find one equal part,
Mm-hmm.
and we had to divide the total of all the students by the ratio. We add 5 and 2 together because that's how many different portions there are,
Mm-hmm.
and that's 7. And then when we divide that by the 7, we got 90.
Mm-hmm.
And then 90 just tells us how many is in each portion.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously they say the girls is 5 portions. So
Mm-hmm.
that means we have to times the 90 by 5 to find out how much is the girls in the school.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay,
that's 450.
good. Laura, did you understand that? You
Yes,
understand?
sir.
Good. Class, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Do that for me quickly. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, so let's go ahead and do another one. So this is exactly what we did. We did one equal part. 630 divided by 7. And we did 5 times 90, and that's gonna be 450. Where is what's the name? Aikisha Smith. Aikisha, you understand this? Aikisha.
Yes, sir.
And Ivory McKinsey, do you understand how you got 450? Yes, do you understand how you got 450 for the girls? Ivory.
Yes, sir.
Explain how I got 450, Ivory, for the girls.
In order to get 450, you have to find the one equal part and then divide that by the ratio.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get that, that's your one equal part, and then you divide that by the number of girls. Well, you multiply that by the number of girls, and that will give 450.
In our case, what is the number of girls?
5.
5, very good. Why did we choose 5 instead of 2?
Because we're going in order, so boys would be 2 and girls would be 5.
Excellent, very good. Jaden, have you sent in your work to me via WhatsApp? Jaden, have you sent in your work via WhatsApp?
Yeah, sir.
Jaden, what's your last name?
Branchador.
Say it again.
Branchador.
Sit. Okay, Jaden Brown. Oh, Jaden, put your last name in that thing, because I was trying to figure which Jaden that is. Speak again so I can know. Again, Jaden Branchador, speak again so I can know. Touch your hair. I guess he left. Jaden Branchador, can you hear me? Okay, let's do.
Mr. Pretty, may I be excused?
Yes, we can. All right, let's do part B. Okay, that's pretty easy. I hope you're all able to get part B. Okay, I really hope you're all able to get part B. So part B states, okay, part B states that we want to all right. All right, part 2 says that we want to state the fraction of students that are boys. Again, state the fraction of students that are boys. What y'all have for that one? Do y'all know how to do that? We want the fraction of students that are boys.
We're going, since we already know what one equal part is, we're going to multiply 90 by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because 2 represents the ratio of boys.
Mm-hmm. So you want to multiply by 2, okay. Okay. Uh-huh. And then, well, they say, wait, right, the fraction of students that are boys. So how are we gonna do that?
Oh, you want it to?
They say, right, the fraction of students that are boys.
Yes, with the ratio,
Mhm.
we would have 100. Oh, I remember.
Anyone else want to try? State the fraction of
Oh
students that
yeah.
are boys.
Would we still complete it and say, okay, 180 over 450 and just
You
cancel?
divide 180 by 2.
You divide 180 by 2. Why would I do
You
that?
you cancel it until you can't cancel it no more.
You cancel until you can't cancel no more. I still want the fraction though. What is the fraction of students that are boys?
No clue.
450 from 630.
Who said no clue?
2/5.
Who said no clue? Xavier,
Isn't that? Yes, sir.
you don't know how to do this?
No, sir.
How many times we gotta
And
do
then lost on the side.
how many times we gotta do ratio questions for us to get it? So we already know we want to figure out how many number of students that are what? Number of what? Number of what? Of boys. Number of boys. We already know from the previous question that the ratio. Yes, we can. We already know from the previous question that the ratio for boys is what? What is the ratio for boys?
2.
It's 2, right? Ratio for boys is 2. What is 1 equal part? 1 equal part is what?
90.
90. Very good. So the number of boys is going to be what? 2 multiplied by what?
90.
By 90. Very good. And what is 2 multiplied by 90? What y'all got?
180.
100 and?
That's 180.
180. Very good. That is going to be the number of boys. Okay, the number of boys.
Did you see my answer in the chat?
No, not yet. I see it yet. So 90 times 2 is going to be what? 2 times 0 is 0.
0.
And 2 times 9 is 18.
18.
Yeah, 18. So the number of boys is 180. Now, what is the total number of students? By the way, what is the fraction of boys?
2/7.
You say 2/7. Fraction. Fraction is going to be equal to 180 at the top. But what is going to be at the bottom?
600.
630. Why 630?
Because this is total.
630 was the original number.
630 is the what?
Total of all students.
Total of all students, right? So it's gonna be what? 180 divided by what?
630.
630. Very good. Good. What are we gonna do at this point?
Simplify.
We're gonna simplify, right? So we're gonna cancel what? This 0 with that 0. So it's gonna be equal to what? 18.
63.
18 divided by what?
63.
By 63. And class, what are we gonna do at this point?
Simplify 18 by 63.
Simplify by what?
9.
We divide by what?
9.
By 9. Very good. By 9. 18 divided by 9 is what?
2.
18 divided by 9 is?
2.
2. 18 divided by 9 is 2. And 63 divided by 9 is what?
7.
63 divided by 9 is 63 divided by 9 is 7. I got 2/7. Did anyone else get 2/7? Anyone else get 2/7?
Yes, but I did it in a different way.
Okay. Okay, very good. Caleb and Antoine. All right. Okay, class, do we understand how you got 2/7? Let me know, please, if you understand how you got 2/7
Yes,
for the
sir.
fraction of. Let me know if you understand that. How we got 2/7. Class, y'all have to speak to me. Let me know if y'all understand how you got 2/7.
I do.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I know.
I do.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Jemiah, do you understand this? Where's Jemiah?
Yes, sir.
By the way, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Everyone take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Jasmine Rose. Jasmine
sir.
Rose, do you understand how you got 2/7?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And Jed Monroe, do you understand how you got 2/7?
Yes, sir.
Jed Monroe. And Jed, how we got 2/7? Jed Monroe, how do we get 2/7? Jed Monroe, can you hear me? How do we get 2/7? I can't hear from Jed Monroe. Jed Monroe, can you hear me?
You can explain it one more time, please.
And you said you understand it?
Well, I don't.
Well, you shouldn't lie, Jed. If you don't understand, you have to let me know that you don't understand. So, do you know where we got the 180 from?
2 times 90.
Okay, where did we get the 2 from? You know where we got the 2 from?
No, sir.
No, okay.
Or from the fraction.
From the ratio here. What's the ratio of boys to girls? What is that ratio?
2 to 5.
2 to 5. Which one is for the girls? Which one is for the boys?
2 is for the boys, 5 is for the girls.
Very good. The 2 is for the boys, the 5 is for the girls. So the ratio is 2 to 5, right?
So,
And we already know that 1 equal part is 90. We found that out, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, good. So what that means is that we're gonna say 2 times 90. And what is 2 times 90?
180.
180. And 180, that's going to be 180 is going to be the number of boys. Okay, 180.
Yes,
Now
sir.
that we have 180, we have to write that as a fraction. Okay. So 2 times
Yes,
90
sir.
is 180. We have to write it as a fraction. We already know that the total number of students is the 630. Okay. And so it's gonna be 180 divided by 630. Again, 180 divided by 630, we cancel this and this. And so we have 18 over 63.
Yes, sir.
You divide top and bottom by 9. 18 divided by 9 is what? 18 divided by 9 is 2. 63 divided by 9 is what?
7.
7. So the answer is what?
2 over 7.
2 over 7. 2 over 7. Okay, 2 over 7.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, may I be excused, please?
Yes, we can quickly. Where is Joel Cooper? Do you understand how you got 2 over 7, Joel?
I believe, good day, I believe so.
Okay, explain how I got 2 over 7.
You divided 18/9 and 63/9.
But where did I get the 180 and 630 from?
You multiplied 2 by 90.
Mm-hmm. And what else?
And the 630, I'm not entirely sure you got that.
The 630, there are 630 students in the class. Okay?
Oh, okay.
And so that's where we got the 630 from. And then all I did is I simplified the fraction. That makes sense?
Yes. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Jerusalem, you understand this? Jerusalem, you understand this?
Yes, sir.
And Janae Williams, where's Janae Williams? Do you understand this, Janae? Janae Williams.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and do another question. Let's go ahead and do another question. Okay, so by the way, have you already sent in the work? Let me know if you already sent in the work.
Yes.
So far. Okay.
Sir.
Good. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one. This is a good question. Go ahead. Kushana store. Read this question for me, please, Mr. Nixon.
Mr. Nixon and his son went fishing. Mr. Nixon caught a snapper that weighed 2 and 1/2 pounds. His son caught a snapper that weighed 1 and 1/4 pounds. Calculate the total weight of the fish caught.
Very good. And Kalia Forbes. Read the question for me, please. Kalia Forbes. Kalia, can you hear me? Or Kalia Forbes, can you hear me? Kalia, can you hear me? I can't hear from Kalia. Cavante Capron. Cavante Capron. Where's Cavante? Cavante
Yes, sir.
Capron. Read the question for me, please.
Mr. Nixon and his son went fishing. Mr. Nixon caught a snapper that weighed 2.5 pounds. His son caught a snapper that weighed 1 and 1/4 pounds. Calculate the total weight of the fish caught.
Very good. And Kiajane Bethel. Where's Kiajane? Kiajane. Kiajane, can you hear me? Where's Kiajane? Can't hear from Kiajane. Kavane Seymour. Where's Kavane Seymour?
Yes, sir.
Read the question for me, please.
Mr. Nixon and his son went fishing. Mr. Nixon caught a snapper that weighed 2.5 pounds. His son caught a snapper that weighed 1/4 pounds. Calculate the total weight of the fish caught.
Very good. Thank you. And Caleb, read the question for me. That's Caleb. Caleb, can you hear me? Yes, Caleb. I can't really hear from Caleb. And Crimson, where's Crimson?
Yes, sir.
Have you written this down already?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The rest of us, have we written this down already? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
So,
Okay.
yes,
Uh,
sir.
All right. So let me ask you all a question. Do y'all know how to do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. What are we gonna do for this?
Add them.
Add them. How are we gonna add them?
You take away the whole numbers plus 2 and 1.
Okay.
And we add the fractions.
Add the fractions. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is we basically have to add these. What should I say? We have to add these. What do we call these? What are these all called? What are these called?
Mixed fraction.
Mixed fractions, mixed numbers, right? So let's go ahead and add them. So our job is to take 2 and 1 over what? 1 over 2 and add it with what? Add it with what? 1 and 1 over 1 over 4. Very good. Do you know how to add these? Do you know how to add these? Stuff like this? What's the
Yes, sir.
first class? What's the first thing we're gonna do? What are we gonna do with this?
Take away the whole numbers.
No.
Yeah. The whole numbers.
No.
Oh, wait,
no,
we can convert them.
Add the whole numbers.
No.
We can The convert whole them. numbers.
Add
No.
and multiply the whole number by the fraction.
Find the common factor of the denominators.
Not yet. We have to do something before that.
Change them into
Don't convert them.
Say it again. Change it.
Convert them.
I heard someone said it. Change it into what?
Convert them.
Very good. Change it into a proper
That's
fraction.
what I was saying. Times
Yes.
it and add it.
Exactly. So 2 times 2 is what?
4.
Plus 1.
5.
5. Very good. So it's going to be equal to 5 over what? 5 over 2. So we keep the denominator the same, right? Then we multiply 1 times that plus that. What is 1 times 4?
4.
4 plus 1 is
5.
5. So it's going to be 5 over what?
4.
5 over 4. Very good. And so now all we got to do is multiply, add 5 plus 5 and add 2 plus 4, right? That's all we got to do, right?
No, sir.
No? What do you mean by no?
You gotta make the denominator
The
the same.
denominators have to be the same.
Denominators have to be the same, right? So how are we going to make the denominators the same? What do we have to do?
Find the LCM.
Find the LCM of what?
LCM,
Two
LCM.
and four.
LCM of 2 and
4.
2 and 4. Very good. What are the multiples of 2? What are the multiples of 2?
2, 4, 6, 8.
Very good. 2, 4, 6, 8. And the list goes on. What are the multiples of 4?
4, 8, 12.
4, 8,
4, 8, right? 12, right? And the list goes on. So what is the lowest common multiple between these two?
4.
4. Very good. So 4 is going to be the lowest common multiple among these two. It's going to be 4. Y'all understand how you got 4 as our lowest common multiple? Let me know, please. If you understand how you got
Yes,
4
sir.
as the lowest common multiple.
Yes, sir.
Class, I'm not just talking to 2 humans. The rest of you, do you
Yes,
understand how you got
sir.
4 as the lowest common multiple?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so 4 is the lowest common multiple between the two. So what are we gonna say? What times 2 is 4?
2.
2, very good. Whatever we do to the bottom, we must do to the
Top.
Very good. What times 4 is 4?
1.
1. Whatever we do to the bottom, we must do to the top. Very good. And so what we have here is it's gonna be what? 2 times 2 is
4.
4. 4 down. Right? 5 times 2 is
10.
10. Plus what?
5 over 4.
4. 5 times 1 is
5.
5. So we have 10 over 4 plus 5 over 4, which is what?
15 over 4.
15 over 4.
So we just add the denominators and we add we add the denominators and we add the numerators, right?
No,
So it's gonna be
sir. You
15
only
over
add the
8.
top.
15 over 8, Joel?
No, sir.
No,
We
sir.
add
You only add the top.
Why
The
we only
numerators
why are
come.
you only adding the numerator? Why are you only adding the numerator?
Because that's the way I learned it.
Why are you only adding the numerator? The denominators,
It's the same. The
yeah,
denominator is the
the
same.
denominators stay the
The
same.
denominators are alike.
Exactly. 10 plus 5 is what? 15.
The 15.
Good. And
10
so
plus
You have
5.
to make that a mixed fraction, right?
yeah,
'Cause
we convert it back into a mixed fraction. And so this is gonna be what? How many times does 4 go into 15?
3 times.
4 goes into 15.
3 times.
4 into 15 is gonna be
3.
4 times 3 is what?
12.
12 minus 5 minus 2 is what?
3.
3, very good. What is the whole number?
Whole number is 3.
Whole number is 3.
The
What is the
numerator is 3.
numerator is
And the
3?
denominator is
And the denominator is what?
4. It
Denominator
stays.
is 4. So the answer is gonna be equal to what?
3
Huh?
and 3 over 4.
Very good. 3 and 3 over 4. Good. Good. Do y'all understand that? Let me know, please, if y'all understand how you got 3 and 3 over 4. Let me know if
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
3 and 3 over 4. Again, class, let me know if y'all understand how you got 3 and 3 over 4. Let me know, please. If y'all understand how I got 3
I
and
have
3
a
over 4.
question.
Go ahead.
How did you get 5 times 2 and 2 times 2?
Okay, you understand?
Where did you get the 2 from?
You understand how we got the LCM?
Yes, sir.
So now, since your LCM is 4, you ask yourself, what times 2 gives you 4? Because we're trying to get the LCM. So what times 2 gives us 4?
2.
2. So 2 times 2 is 4. And so whatever we do to the bottom, we have to do to the top. That's why we multiply both by 2. You understand? And
Yes,
the
sir.
same thing
Thank
is
you.
for this side. Wait. What times 4 gives me 4?
1.
1. So 4 times 1 is 4. And whatever I do to the bottom, I must do to the
Top.
Very good. So it's 10 over 4 plus 5 over 4, which is going to be what? 15 over
4.
15 over 4. Very good. Class, have you all sent in the work for me as yet? Let me know if you already sent in the work. Again, let me know if you
Yes,
already
sir.
sent in the work. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Caleb and Kino. Do y'all understand this? Caleb and Kino? Let me know, please, if y'all understand this. Caleb, I'm not hearing from Caleb. Caleb, I'm not hearing from you. Christian
Yes,
Wilson.
sir.
Caleb, do you understand how I got this?
Yes, sir.
You already sent in the work to me? Okay, what's up?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Christian Wilson. Where's Christian Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Have you already sent in the work to me via WhatsApp?
No, sir. I'm going to do right now.
Okay, do you understand what to do?
A little bit.
A little bit? Which part
Yes, sir.
don't you understand?
Like mostly at the end.
At the end? Okay. Starting from where?
Starting from like around 5 over 2 plus 5 over 4.
Okay. So attempt to explain it, and then wherever you don't understand, I'll help you. So what did we do here?
We added 2 plus 1.
First here, to change it.
Oh,
What did we do?
we multiplied 2 times 2.
Okay. And then we add what?
1.
We add 1, right? We add 1. Good. And so that gives us what?
That gives us 5 over 2.
5 over 2. Very good. And so we say, so we get 5 over 2 as the
improper fraction.
Improper fraction. Very good. Okay. Now we have this one. Change it into improper fraction.
Then we add we times 4 times 1, then add it by 1.
Okay. So that gives us 5 over
4.
Very good.
Then it's 5 over 4. And we multiply it times 1.
Say it again.
And we multiply it times 1.
Good. Why do we multiply it by 1? Remember, we found the LCM was 4, right? So we
Yes, sir.
say, what times 4 gives me 4? That's going to be what?
1.
1. Very good. Whatever we do to the bottom, we must do to the top.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. And same thing with that. What we do at the bottom, we must do to the top. 2 times 2 is 4. And 5 times 2 is 10. That's how we get 10 over 4 and 5 over 4. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good. And all we do is change this into and back into a mixed number. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's move on to the next question. Let me see. Again, let's move on to the next question. Let's see what we have for this next one. This is number 7. Oh, so remember our answer here Let me clear all drawings for this one.
Mr. Petite, my screen went black.
Yeah.
Why the screen was
Yeah, that's
the
fine.
board.
So
Oh,
we
it's fine.
have 3 and 3 over 4. How do we, if I tell you all to change this into a decimal, how would you all change this into a decimal? 3 and 3 over 4. How would you all change that into a decimal?
Divide them. Do what
Divide,
it says.
divide what?
Like you divide the hold on, let me divide the 3 over 4. Divide the 3 over 4 into each other and then just leave the 3. And then
Divide
like a
it.
decimal going between them.
Okay. Anyone else want to try? How do we? How do we convert this into a decimal?
Would it be 0.375?
0.375.
So
Mr. Petit, I think I know.
Okay.
Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
I think I know. The 3 is a whole number, so we'll keep that. And then we'll put 3 point, and then we'll just convert that fraction, the smaller fraction piece, into the like the part behind the decimal, and then
Okay.
we'll divide 3. I lost now.
You lost?
Wait, well, I don't know, because like my brain know the answer, but I don't know how to get there, like how to explain it.
Okay. Anyone else want to try? How would we convert 3 and 3 over 4 to a decimal?
We could do 3 over 4 times 100.
Say it again.
We could do 3 over 4 times 100.
3 over 4 times 100 times 100. You sure you want to multiply it times 100?
Yes, sir.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would not do
Divide
that.
100.
Divide it.
Not divide by 100. All right, let's go ahead and change it, right? So what we're gonna do is we know that 3 and 3 over 4 is equal to 3 plus 0.5. How do we know that? All you have to do, like Genesis said, take 3 over 4 and divide it, right? So if we say 3 over 4 and divide it, what would that be? Let's go ahead and divide this, right? So I'm gonna show you.
I wasn't sure. Wow, I was right.
Yeah, so we say 4 into 3, okay? 4 into 3. How many times does 4 go into 3? 0 times. 4 times 0 is what? 0.
0.
And 3 minus 0 is 3. Class, what we're gonna do next? We're gonna put what?
Invisible 0 down?
No,
Oh, no.
put a decimal place first. The decimal point gives us the permission to add what?
Zero.
An imaginary 0. Very good. Okay. How many times does 4 go into 30? How many times does 4 go into 30?
6?
No.
Wait, no, I'm thinking of 5. Wait, no.
How many times does 4 go into 30?
7 times.
7
7.
times. Very good. 7 times. Very good. 7. 4 times 7 is what?
28.
28. Very good. Minus. Then we subtract, right? So it's gonna be 2. It's gonna be 1. So 10 minus 8 is going to be 2. We put the imaginary 0 again. That gives us the permission because we have the decimal point. How many times does 4 go into 20?
5.
5 times. Very good. 4 times 5 is what?
20.
20. Very good. So it's gonna be 20 minus 20, which is what, 0 and 0. Okay, and and so we have 3 over 4 is equal to 0.5. So what does that mean? We have 3 and 3 over 4, which means that we have 3 plus 0.75. And what is 3 plus 0.75? That's gonna be what? What is 3 plus 0.75?
3.75.
3.75. 3.75, very good. So it's gonna be 3.75. And that's gonna be how we're gonna get our answer, 3.75. All right. Any questions on how I got 3.75? Yes.
I have a question. I just asked myself.
Uh-huh.
All of us agreed Thursday that we're gonna use that blue slide thing on.
The blue slide thing.
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh. We didn't agree.
Actually, you did,
majority
Mr.
rule.
Petit.
I didn't
Majority
agree.
rule.
Majority rule? Not in this class.
That's
We did
why
not
we
agree. We did not agree.
That's why we think that we
We did not agree. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, so that's how we get 3.7. Anyone have a question on how we got 3.75? Let me know, please, if y'all do not understand how we got 3.75. If you still don't understand that. Okay. Okay, if you understand how we got it, put I inside the chat. If you understand how we got it, put I inside the chat. If you do not understand, put N. Again, if you understand how we got it, put I inside the chat. If you do not understand, put N. But if you understand how we got it, put I inside the chat. If you do not understand, put N. Okay.
Mr. Petit,
Yes,
can you go back to the previous slide so I can make sure I got everything, please?
Yes, this is the previous slide. We get 3 and 3 over 4. That's the previous slide. And then here we have this one, 3.75. All right, some people are still not answering inside the chat. Again, if you understand how we got this, put I inside the chat. If you do not understand, put N. Lamar McKinsey, do you understand how we got this? Lamar McKinsey.
Yes, sir.
Explain how I got 3.75.
So you're gonna divide 3 by 4, and then you're gonna get 75, 0.75 actually. And then you're gonna add 3 to it. Then it's gonna be 3.75.
Very good. You want to add 3 to it, you get 3.75. Very good. And go ahead.
I use the bathroom, please.
Yes, we can. Class, have you all sent in your work? Let me know if you already sent in your work, please. Let me know if you already sent in your work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. We still have more time, so let's go ahead and do something else. So,
May I use the restroom, please?
who's that speaking?
Stevania.
Devanya? Yes, we can. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one. Put inside the chat what you think it's going to be. I have 3 over 5. Is it greater than, less than, or equal to 40%?
It's greater than.
3 over 5. Is that greater than?
Oh, good. 2.
Less than or equal to?
Greater.
Greater?
Greater.
Greater. Okay. Less than or equal to? 3 over 5. Is that greater than, less than, or equal to? Okay.
Greater.
Greater. Okay. All right. Anyone else? 3 over 5. Is that greater than, less than, or equal to 40%?
3 over 5 is greater.
Okay, 3 over 5 is greater.
Greater.
Greater. Okay. Why did y'all say 3 over 5 is greater?
Because 3 over 5
3 over
is
5
3
is
over 5
60%.
is
If you break
gone.
3 over 5 down, it'll turn into 60%.
Say it again.
Because 3 over 5 is 60.
3 over 5 is 60%.
Because 3 over 5 is 60%. Okay.
I
Anyone
didn't even
else?
talk. I just said 3 over 5 is 3 out of a fraction of 5, a whole of 5 is almost all gone, whereas 40 is under half of it being gone.
40. Okay. Interesting idea. Okay, so what I would do here is why don't we convert the 3 over 5 into a percentage, right? How are we going to convert 3 over 5 into a percentage? How are we going to do that?
Divide it.
We
Say it again.
multiply 3 over.
Divide.
We're gonna multiply it by 100.
We're going to multiply it by
100.
100. Good. So let's go ahead and multiply 3 over 5 by 100. Did I do that? Okay, yeah, there we go. So we say 3 over 5 multiplied by 100. What does that give us? I got 3 multiplied by 100. What is 3 times 100? That's what? That's what? 3 times 100 is what?
300.
300, very good. 300. And what is 5 times 1?
5.
5, very good. And so we have to divide 300 by 5. Let's go ahead and divide that. So 5 into 300. How many times does 5 go into 30?
6 times.
6 times, very good. 5 times 6 is what?
30.
30, very good. Minus 0 minus 0 is what?
0.
0. 3 minus 3 is what?
0.
Bring down the
0.
0. How many times does 5 go into 0?
0.
0 times 5 times 0 is
0.
0, very good. And so that means that this right here is 40%, whereas 3 over 5 is what?
60%.
60%. Okay, 60%. And so what does that mean? Will 3 over 5 be bigger or less than? What it would be? Greater than or less than?
It would be greater than
It would be.
40%.
It will be greater than. Very good. It will be greater than. It will be greater than. Okay. It will be greater than. Okay. All right. Do you all understand this or no? Waterfall, do you understand this? There's waterfall.
Yes, sir.
Explain how we got greater than.
Okay, so you get the fraction, the 3 over 5. You times, put the 3 over 5 times it by 100 over 1. After you times the 3 by 100, you get 300. You times the 5 by 1, you get 5. Put the 300 over the 5. Divide, you get 60. And then divide 5 by 3. Yeah, 60.
So we do.
That's how you know.
Very
60
good.
is greater than the 40.
So we divide 300 by 5.
You're asking?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, good. All right. So take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Tavana, you have any questions on what we did for this evening so far?
No, sir.
Lanice, do you have any questions on what we did? Lanice, do you have any questions?
No, sir. I understand.
Okay. And Trayvon Monko, do you have any questions? Trayvon Monko. Trayvon, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions for me?
No, sir. I trying to finish write everything down. I was trying to answer it myself as we.
All right, so let's move on to English studies. Again, let's move on to English. Are we done with these notes? Let me know if y'all done with these notes, please. Again,
Yes,
let me know if we're
sir.
done with these notes. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and go into English. My name is Mr. Petit. Today is what, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday. Yes, today is Monday. Monday the All right, today is Monday the 3rd. Monday the 3rd of March, 2025. Our subject is, of course, mathematics, English. There we go. English language. And our topic is the double S's. Okay, the double S's. So can you guess what S's I'm talking about? The double S's.
Supporting sentences.
Say it again.
Supporting sentences.
No. The double S's.
Synonym.
No. All right, you need a hint?
A big hint, please.
A big hint?
Yes, sir.
I give you a small hint. I give you a small hint. All right. The double S's. Okay, let me start it for you. S. That's all they got so far.
Bruh.
All right. S and S. The double S's.
Subject sentences.
No. No.
Salutations.
No. No. All right.
Salute and solvent.
No, salute and solvent is science.
Synonym and something.
No. 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 Anyone else want to try? Okay, you all want a more hint?
More hint, please.
More
At least
hints?
like another letter for
Another,
both
just
words.
another letter for both words? Okay, let's do that. E and E.
Sentence sequence. Segment sentences.
Mm,
Segment sentences.
no. No. I'm surprised y'all didn't get it yet.
Sentence and sentence
They soon go
fragments.
to AI, watch.
Sentence
Sentence and
sequence.
sequences.
Okay.
Sequence.
No, because it say S-E-T, not S-E-N-T.
I'm surprised y'all didn't get it. This is easy. This is easy.
Sentence and sequence.
Wow.
Setting.
Setting and sequence.
sequence.
Setting and sequence.
Thank you. Setting and sequence. I just gonna say. Good. Setting and sequence. Look like I'll have to go back into grade 3. Setting and sequence. Okay, so when we think about the setting of a story, what is the setting? What is the setting?
The place where
Where the story takes
and
place.
time.
Yeah. Place where the event took place.
So
When and where the story take place.
I like that. The setting is when and where a story takes place. So setting refers to when and where a story takes place. So every story has a what? Setting. All right, it has to have a setting and it has to have a sequence. Okay, so the setting tells you where it takes place and the time it takes place. All right. So let's look at the components of setting. Components of setting. What all is wrapped into setting? Because I know when you think about setting, we typically only think about time and place. But setting doesn't only refer to time and place, but also refers to other things. All right, that's wrapped up into setting that you may not really think of when you think
for the
about
first
setting.
sentence, you won't put place.
Setting refers to time. Oh, I put takes. Wow, thank you. Setting refers to when and where a story takes place. Good. Components of setting. Well, we need.
Mr. Petit, you remove takes. You're supposed to keep takes. Where a story
settings,
takes place.
A story, thank you,
Takes.
takes place. There we go. So setting refers to when and where a story takes place. Good. So the components of setting. What all is wrapped up into a setting?
The
date and time.
The situation.
The date and time. Let's start with that, right? So the time. When we say time, we mean what? Like when the story takes place. Now, what are some examples of time for a story to take place?
Winter.
Winter.
In the morning.
In the morning. So that's time of day. So it could be, okay, so if I say, right? Okay, you can tell me what is the setting, right? If I said, on July 10th, 1973, this blessed country, da 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 da. What is the setting? Or what is the time? What is the time?
Independence.
Is that
July 10th?
Oh yeah,
July
but
10th.
is that in the past? Is that in the present? Or is that in the future?
In the past.
In the past.
So can I have a setting that's in the past, or all settings only could be in the future or in the present?
Anytime.
Both.
Anytime.
Very good. So a setting could be in the past. So past, it could be past, it could be present, it could be future. What else could it be? It could be what? It could be season, right? It could be time of day, right? Morning, noon, night, right? So that's when you refer to time. This is the setting. So when you're describing a setting, right? Look out for those things, right? You may want to add some more details to your story. So don't only think about the exact, don't only think about, oh, it has to be, something that happened, something that happened in the past. It could be something that will happen. It could be something that is happening, right? So one of the things that is part of the setting is the time, the date, right? Whether it's past, present, or future, time of day, month, right? The time. The next thing that's associated with setting traditionally is going to be the place. Now the place refers to the what? Like the physical location, or we could say the geographical location. Geographical location. That would be what? What are some examples of places that we could put our story in? It could be a what?
Popeyes.
Popeyes. Why is Popeyes the first thing you say?
I really want to eat some of that.
Real.
Wendy's, boy. Wendy's over Popeyes.
Real.
Really?
I think it had good enough.
There ain't nothing different. Chicken is chicken as long as I got something to eat.
Wendy's
No,
over
chicken
Popeye?
ain't chicken, because when them white people see not chicken, chicken is not chicken.
All right, okay. So it could be geographical location. It could be the country. It could be, So it could be in the Bahamas, it could be in the United States, it could be in Dubai, it could be in the desert, it can be wherever country you're talking about. Australia, the 7 continents, it could be anywhere. Y'all know your 7 continents? Let me see. Y'all know your 7 continents. What are
Yes, sir.
7 continents?
Antarctica, North America, South America, Europe, Asia,
America, Asia,
Australia, and Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Okay, so it's North America, South America, Europe, Asia, and Australia, Africa, Antarctica. So it could be in any country, any continent. It could be any city. It could be in any village. It could be, it even don't even have to be on Earth. It could be where?
The galaxy?
Space.
In the, yeah, outer
Milky Way.
space. Yeah, outer space. Okay. So those are, you know, examples of settings. Okay. It could be in any country you thinking about, any city, any village, any outer. That's a part of being creative, right? Okay, so that is part of the setting. So this part of the setting includes the actual time. It was 12 in the day. So it's 12 midday or 12 noon, right? The season is winter, fall, spring, right? The geographical location, it was in the Bahamas, it was on Cricket Island, it was, you know, on Harbor Island, it was, you know, in the middle of the Great Bahama Bank. It probably was, you know, in the middle of the Straits of Florida, or it might be in the middle of the Northwest Provincial Channel. It could be in the Atlantic Ocean. It could be maybe in Africa. It could be like, there's so many different locations you could have. That is setting. Actual time, actual place, that is setting. But setting is not only physical time, physical place. By the way, before we even get to that, before we even get to more, I want you all to create your own setting. I want date, month, year, season, and place. 5 things. Put it inside the chat. It could be any setting, right?
In a sentence form?
No, just put the setting. So I want, let me tell you what I want.
Definitely summer is the best.
Put it inside the chat, please. Date, month, year, season. What else I said? Place. So it could be a city or whatever. And there's something else I said. Date, month, year, season, place. That's 5, yeah. Date, month, year, season, place. Good. Those things I want. Put inside the chat. Let me see y'all settings. What settings y'all would say? Date, month, year, season, place. Okay, let me put mine inside the chat since y'all taking so long. My date would be, by the way, what's the best month of the year? What is the best month of the year?
December.
January.
October. December.
Yeah. August. All right.
September.
September. All right, I like this. The 3rd of June, 1996, summer at my Grammy's house. On a summer afternoon, July 22nd, 12:09, at Raising Cane's in the United States, I offered fried tenders. October 20th, 2010, winter night at my house. The year 2017, June 17, nice and hot summer. I went on vacation with my parents to the Bahamas. On July 6, 2003, summer, the Bahamas had a lot of tourists. Okay. I need a setting, people. Some people have some good settings. Thank you to Tavana, Danaj, Lamar. Lamar says on the 30th of January 2025, in the spring, I went to Junkanoo to perform there in the spring. Okay. So where's March? There's no March. There's no September.
Where's mine? No.
There's
no
no
sir.
April. Wow. Wow.
No
But that
August.
mean you ain't read mine.
Wow. Let me see yours. I see yours. Oh,
I
Genesis.
don't have March,
Oh,
though. I have
in
September.
the fall on September 28th within the Middle East. Boy, you're like the Middle East, boy. The rest of you, I need your settings. February 23rd, 2005, Bahama Resort, okay. December 19, 1999, in the winter, I went to the art gallery. Very good. August 15, 2010, winter, I was born. It was January 1st, 2015, when I slept good. On March 5th, I spent the spring celebrating my birthday at my house. Okay. All right. July 18th, my birthday, I went to Jamaica. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 BC. I like this. July 14th, a summer morning, a new baby was born. Okay. Interesting. All right. So those are some nice settings. But setting doesn't only refer to the actual date, the actual place, or the actual time. Setting also refers to the environment. This is also a part of the setting, the environment. Now, what do I mean by the environment? I mean,
What's surrounding you?
What's surrounding you? Very good. But when I say environment,
Your habitat.
My habitat. This is not biology, but I understand what you mean. When I say environment, I mean, okay, let's say it's July 14th and it's sunny, right? As opposed to it's July 14th and there's a hurricane. As opposed to it's July 14th and there is a tsunami. As opposed to it's July 14th and something weird is happening. Yeah, there's a heat wave. Like, so the environment doesn't only, so the setting doesn't only refer to the geographical location and the actual time. The setting also includes what? Includes what?
The weather.
The weather. The weather conditions. But not just the weather conditions. So let's say it's February. Now it could be the same date and it could be the same month and it could be the same location, right? But the environment changes everything. The environment changes everything. Because if it's July 10th, but there's a hurricane, I don't know how good I feel about that. But if it's July 10th and it's fair weather, I feel good about that, right? If it's July 10th and there's a war in the Bahamas and America try to beat us up, I don't know how good I feel, whereas it's July 10th and we have peace. So environment doesn't only refer to geographical location, but environment also refers to weather condition, political climate, climate, and social atmosphere. Okay, and social atmosphere. So we know that determines everything. And it helps because if you know what was the environment at that time, then it helps when you analyzing certain information. Okay, it certainly helps. All right. Why does that matter? When was the blacks in slavery in the US? When that was? What period that was?
When Christopher Columbus was alive.
I mean in the US, right? So
The 1800s, sorry.
In the 1800s, let's say the 1800s, right? When was there really like, you know, the civil rights movement and Martin Luther King and segregation and all them stuff like that, right? So that is a part of the setting, right? Because you can't talk about, yeah, you could say 1869, or you could say 1851, or you can say 1829 or something like that. But you can't talk about that period and not talk about slavery, right? Because that is a part of the setting. So it's just not just a year or a date or a location. It's also what is happening at that particular time. That determines a lot For example, when America chose its president, it was different from like how it is before and how it is now. The world has changed. Let me see. Yeah, era, right? So you have to look at the environment when you're looking at the setting. So I need you to give me examples of a setting, but I want you to account for the environment. It either could be a social atmosphere, a political climate, or weather conditions. And it's only need to be 1 or 2 words. So you either could say hurricane, tornado, war, sunny, hot, very cold. So put inside the chat some sort of setting, 1 or 2 words, but it have to be about the environment, whether it be the weather conditions, the political climate, or the social atmosphere. Put inside the chat. Someone said hurricane. That's a good one, right? What else? Y'all saying dangerous and dirty. Good. Freezing cold. Very good. Forest fire. I like that one. They just had the wildfires of California. Tropical depression. Very good. What else? War. Good. Rainforest. Rainforest. Okay, environment. But I want what's happening in the rainforest. Good. Thunderstorm. So we want weather conditions, political climate, right? I'm gonna put in mine. So I'm gonna put slavery, right? Slavery. That is a social atmosphere. Refugees. Terrorist attempt at the World Trade Center. Very good. Regatta. Tropical storm. Typhoon, right? Okay. So it doesn't just only refer to an actual time, an actual place, but it was a sunny hot summer afternoon. I got the disturbing news of my mother's death on 2004. Day I will never forget. Very good. I love this one. That is a very good example of what? I like this one that this person put inside the chat. Let me put it inside there. This person said it was on a sunny hot summer afternoon. I got the disturbing news of my mother's death, June 15, 2004, a day I will never forget. Okay, good. This is very good because this is the setting, right? So what is the setting? What words inside this person's stuff tells you about the setting? What words?
Sunny, hot,
sunny, hot,
afternoon,
June
15.
disturbing,
summer, right? June 15, 2004, right? So these words tell us about, so he not only tells us about the time and the date, so it was the afternoon, right? Not only the time and the date, but also about the environment, right? The environment. It was hot physically, but also it was hot emotionally. Why? Because he got a disturbing news. That's a part of the setting, okay? That's a part of the setting. So setting is not only time and place, but setting is also what? The environment, the weather conditions, the social atmosphere, what the character is going through, how does the character feel, all that stuff. You all understand what I'm saying? By the setting. So next. Okay, next, let's move on. So erase all ink. Very good. This is very good example of setting. Okay, so this helps you to be more descriptive. Next, number 4. What else we need? We need cultural and historical context, which is basically the same as environment, but just giving more information on that because they basically the same. Because when you talk about political climate and stuff, yeah, basically the same thing. But this is just an addition. All right, so the customs, beliefs, and societal norms, I like that, and societal norms influencing influencing rather, sound like influencer, influencing characters and plot. So tell me, why was, let's say, let's say 2019, 2020, what was the historical context of that particular, what was the setting of that particular year?
COVID-19.
COVID, right?
Uncertainty.
Yeah, say it again.
Uncertainty.
Uncertainty, right? Uncertainty. What else?
Confusion.
Confusion. What else? What was the setting?
Pandemic.
The pandemic, right?
No toilet paper and ramen noodles.
No toilet paper and ramen noodles, right? Zoom
But
classes, right?
would death play a part of that?
Say it again.
Survival mode.
Would death play a part of that?
Death, yes. Survival mode, yes. All of that is a part of the setting, right?
A mass epidemic.
Mask, right? All of that is a part of the setting because that is the societal norms influencing characters and the plot. Because like you go around and people don't want you on the side of them. Everybody wearing masks. And I don't know why people still today have on these masks. I just don't understand, right? I went to the place today to pay a bill on internet, and the lady still had on a big black mask. I'm like, I don't understand it. But anyway, I guess she trying to be safe.
She might be sick.
She might, but I mean, just don't
My
come to work
job
then.
my job just stopped using masks today because I work at a clinic. He just said it's optional as of today.
Well, a clinic I could understand. A clinic is totally fine. But I mean, like, what are you still wearing? Like, you don't want no one to see your face? I don't understand this, right? But
We should be friends, you know, because we be thinking the same thing.
still have the mask.
But Mr. Petit, those said who's better mask, they'd be the first ones who become sick.
They'd have been the mean ones.
They'd be the mean ones.
They'd have been the mean ones, right?
When you so overprotective, that's what's happened.
Listen, we create what we fear the most. Always remember that. Right? And so, but anyway, at that time, a mask was, needed, right? You need the mask because what? You don't want to get sick, right? Isolation, that's the setting, right? But I think at this point, certain things, if you would do them now, people would laugh at you. Like before COVID-19, if you would walk around with masks, how people would look at you? Like you insane. Right? Before COVID-19.
Oh.
And you wearing masks. People would look at you like they look at you like
you. Something wrong with you.
Exactly.
Like you get some kind of disease.
Exactly, right? But after COVID-19, you wear a mask and people think you're normal. So I think that all those things played a role in the setting. So the setting was survival mode. The setting was, listen, I am afraid. I am paranoid. Education change. We don't know what's going to happen. Vaccines, all them different stuff, right? And so that was a period where the whole world basically was on lockdown and, a lot of things was happening, right? So that was a part. So not just the time, the date, okay, 2019, all right, December, January 2020, but the environment, the social atmosphere, how people felt one to another, right? The need for connectivity, right? The loneliness epidemic, the depression epidemic, right? All those things played a role in the setting of that whole situation. And so when we describe COVID-19, we're not just talking about the date or the place, but we're also talking about the attitudes of the people and their belief system that influence the attitude. So I just wanted to point that out. Go ahead. Someone have a question or comment before we move on? Okay. So.
Oh, yes.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
I was asking if you could read the thing in the chat, the second one.
If you want me to read your thing inside the chat? Oh, 1492. Yes, go ahead.
You know what I was thinking, right? Like if I go back in time, honestly, I'll be so rich.
Why
So
would you
like
say that?
all the things I know now, I'll
Yes.
tell them and I'll make them feel like they'll think I'm a witch or something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. But I mean, if you could go back in time, then that means that you would buy a lot of masks. You would buy a lot of hand sanitizers. You'd buy a lot of toilet paper. So when
Listen, G,
things
I don't care about COVID also. I got my money.
All right, sure. All right. So next we're talking about types of settings. So let's look at types of setting. I don't think we can get the sequences tonight. We might not get. Oh, it's only 8:30. We have time. Types of setting. Types of setting. I thought it was later than that. Types of setting. Okay. So types of setting. So we dealt with the components of setting. Let's talk about types of setting. So types of setting would be let me put this up. Types of setting would be number one, you have the physical setting. Physical setting. I think that's the one we know traditionally as children. We know what physical setting is. That includes natural and man-made what? What could we say? Natural and man-made what? Natural and man-made. There's a word we learned. Did we? Oh, this probably was my other class, but it's out with N. Structures. Yeah. Or we could say environments, infrastructure or environment. Like what? Like
buildings.
Buildings, right? Buildings.
And roads.
Buildings, roads, deserts. I spelled building wrong. Buildings, roads, deserts. What else? Cities.
Airplanes.
Forests. Or castles. This is what we call the physical setting. Okay. The physical setting. Anyone watch Moana? Then Moana 2? Anyone watch that?
Yes, sir.
How was it?
No.
For those who watched it.
I don't even
It
get
was
That's good.
I don't even have access to Disney.
Was it better than part 1?
Yeah, it was better.
Yeah.
Part 2 was better than 1?
Talk a lie.
It genuinely was.
It genuinely was?
Definitely the GOAT 10.
Oh, wow.
That movie was very boring. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was boring? What?
It was very boring. And
Wow.
it doesn't deliver the same as Moana.
Nah, I can't give that to you. I think part 2 was nice.
What do you mean?
What was the setting of Moana 2? What was the setting?
The
But
sea.
also the sea?
Ocean.
The ocean? Okay. But we could say that in that the setting what? The setting what? Did it change? Can we say that?
Yes, sir.
Right? We could say that it changed, right? So at first she was out somewhere in some forest looking for something, and then she went on the sea and then back home and then back outside and then in the, I don't know, belly of something, and then so it changed. So does setting have to be stagnant or it could change? Can your setting change during the plot? Can the setting change?
Gotcha. Yes, sir.
The setting could change. So always remember that the settings don't have to be stagnant, it could change. So physical setting refers to natural and man-made environments like buildings, deserts, and cities, forests, or castles. Okay. Then we could talk about the temporal setting. So I think Sasha hit the nail on the head when she talk about era or era. Okay. Setting. So temporal setting, like what era are we in? So refers to time periods such as what era are we in now currently?
Modern era.
The modern
Modern.
era, or we'd say the what? The 21st century.
The era of knowledge
The 21st century,
and
or
technology.
or
Technology.
a technology, or a dystopian what? Future. Y'all ever watch a futuristic type movie where everything
sir.
is
Yes,
like,
I see it on TikTok.
yeah, you like it or no?
Yes, sir.
Really?
I find that very entertaining.
Okay.
They
Futurist.
said 2024 we supposed to have flying cars or something like that.
Okay.
And clearly that didn't happen.
Clearly that didn't happen. All right. So the temporal setting refers to
Technically did, but y'all can't afford it yet.
y'all. Can you afford it?
That's basically a small jet. That's not a flying car.
Like rich people could afford it.
Yeah, I saw those, but they ain't ready yet. At least, yeah, they're not ready yet. They barely trying to manage to get us to do the self-driving cars is they moving forward, but I mean, even when you look in the Bahamas, like we have electric cars left, right, and center. If you look on Howard Road, there's this big lot just full of EVs. Like all of this is EV electric cars. And so, yeah, that's where we're heading. So temporal setting refers to the time period such as the medieval era, the 21st century, or the dystopian future. So it could be, so the setting refers not just to the natural surroundings, but also the eras or the time periods in which you live in. Okay. Then you have the social setting. And social setting encompasses the societal structures, class differences, and other and economic conditions. For example, how was the Bahamas under the Great Depression? What was that setting? What was it like under the Great Depression? For anyone who knew.
Everybody was dying.
Poverty.
Poverty, right? There was little
lack.
There was lack, right? Okay. How about during the time of independence? What was that setting? What was that what was the environment? How did people feel?
Triumphant.
They felt triumphant. They felt like invigorated. They felt hopeful, right? Okay. So the setting refers to would you all ever would you like to stay in this era or go back in time and live in another time period?
Back in time.
Go back in time.
You would want to go.
I used to say back in time, but my sister said you should enjoy now because you could enjoy back then
I would
and
go
now.
back. You can't miss
Like
what you
best
go
of both
back.
worlds.
Back in time is when racism was. I would say yeah.
Back in
I'd
time.
go back.
You would go back.
Racism.
You would go back,
Oh, yeah.
Sashanique?
You can't miss
Depends on
what
how
you
far
don't know.
they-
Racism.
I think
I
it
just
depends
like
on
the
how far
old
would they go
music.
back.
You like the old music? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I like the old music too, but still back then was racism.
I actually like music from the 1930s and 40s because it gives the
1930s.
Cinderella vibe.
Okay,
Yeah, those
interesting.
old jazz.
All right. Would you go back? So that means you won't have no TikTok, you won't have no WhatsApp, you won't have no
I don't
Wi-Fi.
use social media.
You don't have no.
So that would be okay for me.
Get some of them right there, Mr. Petit.
You don't have no Netflix. You don't have no Prime.
Oh, nah,
No, you don't-
Netflix. Okay, you catch me.
You know, you don't have no HBO, no Spotify, no podcast.
There's called giving a note to a bird and sending it.
I know, right? Yeah, just give a note to a bird. I mean, it depends.
Gotta
you
be
know.
writing letters, gotta be writing letters to people.
So setting, okay. And the last one I like this one. This is when you get into deeper stuff. Symbolic setting. Symbolic setting. Do you know that the setting could be symbolic? Right? The setting could be symbolic, right? The setting is symbolic. So,
Mr. Petit,
yes.
look at the chart, please.
Okay. No problem. No problem. That's fine.
Okay.
So sometimes the setting reflects a deeper meaning. All right. So what sort of settings could reflect a deeper meaning? Like if you have anyone ever watch, I don't know if you like, some people like to watch horror movies or read horror books.
Yeah.
But the setting matters, right? So a dark forest, what does that setting symbolize? What does the setting symbolize?
That is scary.
It's
Gloomy.
scary, it's gloomy. What else? What does the setting symbolize in a dark forest?
Danger.
Danger. Very good. What else?
Miss.
Say it again.
Eerie vibes.
Eerie, very good. What else?
Hunting.
Say it again, Chai.
Hunting.
Hunting. So a dark forest symbolizes fear, right? Fear and the unknown. Because when it's dark, you don't know what's going to happen, right? So you're fearful and you don't know what's gonna, it's unknown territory, right?
So you mean like you're fighting your own shadow?
Exactly. So that's why you have a lot of movies when they try and develop this scary feeling, it's typically in the dark because you don't know what's gonna happen. So the suspense is you don't know what's gonna happen, and the person who is in the movie don't know what's gonna happen. So it's like, oh wow, what's gonna happen? And that whole when the whole thing enshrouded with darkness is that fear and the unknown, what's going to happen, right?
Oh, so
Now,
that explains like jump scares and such.
now if you have a bright sunny day and everyone is smiling, right? The setting given a vibe or given an atmosphere of what? Happiness and joy and excitement and, you know, all that stuff. So that helps with the setting, okay? All right, so I need, if you want to read, put your name inside the chat again. If you want to read, put your name inside the chat. Again, if you want to read, put your name inside the chat for me. Again, if you want to read, put your name inside the chat.
Good thing I practice is typing fast.
Again, if you want to read, put your name inside the chat. Go ahead, Cleveland, read the first side, the left.
You need the types of setting?
No, start from the definition.
Setting refers to when and where a story takes place. Components of setting. Number 1. Time when the story takes place. Past, present, future, season, time of day. Second, place is the geographical location, country, city, village, outer space, etc. Third, environment includes weather conditions, political
climate,
climate, and social atmosphere. Fourth, cultural and historical context, the custom, beliefs, and societal norms influencing in characters and plot.
Very good. Good. Go ahead, Mark.
Beside the rate,
The right hand side.
types of settings. Physical setting, natural and man-made environments like buildings, deserts, cities, forests, or castles. Number 2. Temporal setting refers to time periods such as medieval era, the 21st century, or a what?
Dystopian.
Dystopian future. Social setting encompasses the
En-
social
encompasses
encompasses the
societal.
societal structures, class differences, and economic conditions. Symbolic setting. Sometimes the setting reflects a deeper meaning.
Very good. Go ahead. Thank you, Mark. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, are we done with the notes? Let me know, please, if y'all done with the notes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Good. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do the grade exercise. So for the grade exercise, I'm gonna deal with this side. So I'm gonna put grade exercise, graded exercise for 1. All right. In each case, guess the setting. Dark hallways, creaky floors, and whispers in the air. Thick trees, loud animals, and fangs and vines hanging and vines hanging everywhere. Let's see. Number 3. Snowy peaks, freezing wind, and breathless air. Number 4, crowded streets, honking horns, so honking cars, and flashing billboards. Golden chandeliers, red carpets, and a royal throne.
Mr. Badi, do we write it down?
All right, in each case, guess the setting. You're only gonna write the answers. You don't have to write the sentences down, only write the answers. If you already started writing it, you don't have to continue writing all the, I just want the answers. What is the setting in each case? So I have dark walls, creaking floors, and whispers in the air. What is the setting? I have thick trees, loud animals, and vines hanging everywhere. What is the setting? I have snowy peaks, freezing wind, and breathless air. I have crowded streets, honking cars, and flashing billboards. I have golden chandeliers, red carpets, and a royal throne. What is the setting? All right. It's only 5 of them. You don't have to write down the question, only the answers. Okay. Only the answers. You could either put it in the chat or you can write it in your book and then send it to me via WhatsApp. I prefer you to write it in your book and send it to me via WhatsApp anyway. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. Yelis Y Smith, what number you on? Y Smith, what number you on?
I'm on number 4.
Number 4. Vanessa, what number you on? Vanessa, what number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Zion Davis, what number you on? Zion Davis, what number you on? Zion Davis, what number you on? Torika, where's Torika?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 5.
5. Tavari, what number you on? Tavari, what number you on? Kind of from Tavari. Tiara Wallace, where's Tiara Wallace?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
4.
Number 4. You understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Good. Sasha, Nick, what number you on? Sasha, Nick, what number you on? Kind of from Sasha, Nick. Randolph.
Not bad.
Randolph, what number you on? Ms. Randolph. Liliana, what number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Good. Lamar McKenzie, what number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Crimson Clark, what number you on? Crimson Clark, what number you on? Here's Crimson. I can't have him Crimson. Christian Wilson, what number you on?
I'm on number 3.
Number 3. Okay, good. All right. The rest of us, are we done with this? Let me know, please, if you all finished with this. Let me know, please.
Yes, bro.
Okay.
Mr. Petit, this is going in our book first before the chat, right?
Yes, in your book. All right. All right, so my first question. All right. Well, I have dark hallways, creaky floors, and whispers in the air. What y'all have for that one?
Physical.
Symbolic setting.
No, no. Like what type? Like guess the setting.
Physical.
No. Like what is it?
Scary.
A haunted house? Fear.
Scary.
Fear.
Okay, let me put the answers inside the chat. It's number 1 is a haunted house. How many persons had that for number 1?
I think that we got all wrong.
Oh my goodness.
I did.
A haunted house.
Mr. Petit, I thought that's why you leave the next side up.
No, no, I didn't want that.
So I get everything.
I put horror. I don't know.
Horror?
Yeah, yes, sir.
No, setting. When I say setting, I mean like what is the place? Where's the Okay, let me give you all a chance to do it over. Like what is the place? Is it a village? Is it a farm? Is it a beach? Is it what? Is it where? Is it a spaceship? Where is it? Okay. So since y'all understand that, I give you is it a cave? Give you a chance to do it again. Okay. 1 minute.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, may I use the restroom, please?
Mr. Petit, finish.
Finish? What the name is?
May I do?
Okay, number 2. Thick trees, loud animals, and
Mr.
vines.
Petit,
No, not
Jungle?
yet. Not
The
yet.
jungle.
Not yet, Laura. You go very soon. We're leaving right now. Thick trees, loud animals, and vines have been hanging everywhere. What y'all have for that one?
The jungle.
The jungle.
Forest.
The jungle.
I put forest.
The jungle. Forest could work too. Forest could work too. Jungle or forest for number 2. How many persons got that?
I got.
Okay.
I got forest. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Number 3, snowy peaks, freezing wind, and breathless air.
Mountain.
I mean the what?
Mountain
The
peak.
North Pole.
And the North Pole.
North Pole, mountains, Alaska, Antarctica. Yes. All right. Crowded streets, honking cars, and flashing billboards.
New York City.
New
Times
York
Square.
City.
I put
Very
Times
good.
Square.
Times Square. Yes. New York City, Times Square. Any city it will work. Okay. Golden chandeliers, red carpets, and a royal throne.
Royal
Castle.
A castle or what?
Castle.
Or what?
Castle turn.
Or
Palace.
Yes. Castle,
Throne room.
throne room, yes. Palace.
Palace.
Yes,
Ballroom.
palace. Ballroom. Okay.
Parliament House.
Parliament House. Yes. But not a royal Parliament House.
place where the
It depends
celebrities-
on
Not the Gordon Chinese and
It-
wake up at the right turn.
it depends on which parliament. If you're talking about British Parliament, I mean, let's just stick with palace or castle. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. If you have already done that, then
Mr.
I'll
Biddy.
see you all tomorrow.
Sorry, Mr. Biddy.
Take care, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Mr.
All right.
Biddy.
Good night. Good night.
Sorry, Mr. Biddy.
Yes. Yes.
Can you please put the answer inside the chat, please?
Put the what?
The answer inside the chat.
The
Good night, Mr.
answers.
Petit.
Good
Yes,
night.
sir.
Okay, so number one was haunted house. Number two was jungle. Number three was good night, mountain. Number four was
Good night, Mr. Petit.
city. Number five was palace or castle. Okay.
Thank you very much. Good
No
night.
problem. No problem. Have a good night.
Excuse me, Mr. Ritchie.
Mhm.
May you go back to the previous slide, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. All right.